Happy Thursday!
Happy Thursday. Welcome to our Create Along. And today, I never turned our light on today, Pete.
What?
Gotta turn our light on. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's our light up now.
I can see up better today.
You can see up better today, but it says look of the iris because of my plant.
Oh.
Okay. Here, we'll put the plate on the other side.
There you go.
There we go. Welcome to the Create Along. Today, we are going to be creating with our Printables Mega Bundle.
So exciting.
So exciting. So to recap what we talked about on our first look on Monday, we're going to show you what comes in the bundle. So take a look. Let's talk about what comes in our Mega Bundle for our St. Patrick's Day themed printables. So you're always going to get your printable papers. So we have these in portrait and landscape orientation. So depending on what you're wrapping, you have options. So let's start with the landscape. You have clay rainbows, the green clover, the green dots, our lucky charms, and of course our lucky clover. And those are all in the landscape version. And then in the portrait version, you have the clay rainbows, the green dots, and tricky papers there, and lucky clover. So that is 8 pattern papers, so 3 portrait, 5 landscape. And then you also get the belly band sheet, which I love. So it has this dark with the green clovers, the white with clovers, a nice green stripe, the black with the lucky charms, and then a green plaid. So you can mix and match combining the belly bands with the pattern papers. And then last but not least is our tag sheet. So we have a couple different sayings and sides on here. So we have let the shenanigans begin, happy go lucky, a clover, too cute to pinch, it's a good day to have a lucky day, lucky, lucky, lucky vibes, and then a blank circle. So you can cut these out and mix and match them how you want to build your own adorable packaging. And we will show you some cool tips and tricks on how to do that. Just watch for some more videos coming. Okay, so we know it comes in the bundle, right? Mega bundle.
So much fun things in that bundle.
Now, on the first look, we talked about we needed to do an update.
Yeah,
because size, because we have this beautiful tag sheet, and we made these tag sheet before we really did a lot of printables, and realized we really love that 2-inch circle punch, and these tags are bigger than 2 inches. And so what we did is we did a tag update. So now we have a second sheet of tags. So here we go. 2 sheets of tags. Now they have some similar ones. Here, let's switch to the hand cam.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, so this is the original tag sheet right here. This is our updated tag sheet. So we have a lot of the same designs, but Panda asked for a green in the shenanigans begin. And then we made them all smaller with thicker borders. So when you cut it out, you still get a little of the border.
And I like you added the green circle.
We added a green circle. And then we added here 2 more of the too cute to pinch in the different color schemes, because the original came with the rainbow. So that's our tag sheet update. So if you purchased it, you should have gotten an email with an update to re-download. If you didn't, let us know.
Yeah. And then these are the same size, because these are not a punch.
They're not a circle punch.
Those are hand cut.
Yeah.
And just remember, if your colors look different, you'll notice this is a glossy paper.
Yeah.
It's flat paper. Remember, everything prints different.
Yeah. So this one we ordered from the office store when we printed all our copies. This one I printed here on my house I like this glossy paper sometimes. It's a little shiny in the light, but you know.
But it's beautiful.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. Yeah. All right. So a couple things that we're going to cover, just so you know what we're going to do. My favorite thing to do with the printed paper is to turn them into bags. And I don't know, probably a month ago about now, we did the Create Along where we took our Valentine printables and we made all of Stella's Valentine bags. And Panda got one, and the people at her doggy daycare were so happy. They loved them. So I'm just going to recap and show you how to do a bag. We're going to do the short one like we normally do, and a tall, skinny one.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yes. And then Panda, you're going to show us your favorite special kind of bag, right?
Yeah, I love to use it for full papers or scraps as well.
Perfect. And then Panda's also going to show you a couple of cute tags. And then we're going to show you examples of things we already have made that you can use the printables for to help embellish. We're just not going to make them right now because it's using more than just the printables.
Yeah. And we want to try and keep our time.
Exactly. Keep our time in a good time frame. Okay.
And we have not done these ones yet. So, you know, we're crafting along.
Yeah.
We just have the ideas in our head.
Yeah. So when I'm going to go ahead and just start with my short easy bag. Yeah. So we're going to take our paper that is the landscape version, which is the wide version.
Okay.
And this one I'm going to use clay rainbows. And Panda so graciously made me a template when we did the Valentine's bag. And I'm going to tell you what that template says. It says from this edge is 2 3/4. From this edge is 3 inches in that we're going to want to fold and score. Of course, you can always just take your paper and kind of line it up how you want. But Panda already made me this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I had my ruler. I had a ruler. Oh, there it is. I was like, how did that disappear? I just had it.
It was under the papers.
So Panda, I'm just going to kind of find her fold there.
So you're going to do it kind of like you did the how you do the gnome hats.
Kind of how I do the gnome hats.
The gnome hats, you did the paper on the other side of your template. Does that make a difference?
No.
Okay.
It's easier probably. But I'm just, you know, free winging it right now.
And you're making sure the pretty side is down because that's going to be the outside?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, P. And this one had 2.
Yeah, make sure you get the 3 inch.
Is that the 3 inch or is this the 3 inch? Oh, that's the 3 inch.
If you can measure it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, P. If you don't know, just use your ruler and measure it. That's right. And so once you kind of know where that first line is, you can line it up. Now, Panda is a little more intentional with her lines than I am. I'm kind of like a freewheeler.
She is, yeah.
So if you notice when you're printing these, sometimes from the printer, like one side is wider than the other. So I'm going to put the wider gap underneath. Now you can use hot glue, liquid glue, double stick tape, whatever you want here, tape runner. I'm just going to use some of our liquid glue because it's just easy to use. And I am putting it on the flap that I'm folding onto because I want the edge to be sealed. So to me, I like to put it on that flap. And then this is where I need my dry baby wipe because I have glue right there. And if I rub it with my fingers, if I happen to have any oil, any dirt on my fingers, it's going to get all goopy. So there's my first part of my bag.
Wonderful.
Now I'm going to do a little magic trickery here.
Ooh, okay.
Because you can, like in the past, we've just folded up this bottom. So if I go ahead and just take this and fold it there, we can just seal that. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm going to use my ruler here to help gently crease. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to pop this open just a bit. I'm going to cut on this seam here. Do you have my new baby scissors over there that you bought me? I like to have my little smaller. These are my favorite, but yeah, perfect. Panda bought me new baby scissors, which are so great.
Detail scissors are so awesome.
So I'm going to use my little detail scissors and I'm only going to go to the edge of that line.
Okay.
Now you can totally do this before you glue it, only to the edge of that fold.
Okay.
But since I already glued it, that's what I'm going to do. And then because I have my detail scissors, I can really get in here and cut this off. It is easier to do before you glue it.
Oh, you're cutting the whole flap.
I'm cutting the flap that's on the inside to reduce bulk.
Oh, okay. So if you did this before you were folded or before you glued, you would fold it, do your bottom fold, and then do this trim and then glue it. Okay.
Yeah. But to make it easier for myself, the flap I'm keeping, I'm going to fold down so I don't cut it off. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and make sure not to cut the folded line. Just cut that line off right there. Oop, yep, careful. I almost cut my fold. And then what I like to do too is I like to take this corner with my little scissors and just do a little baby angle. This to me just reduces the bulk on the bottom, but it can weaken the corners. So depending on how full you're stuffing this or not, it can weaken that bottom corner.
Yeah. We had some bulky items in Stella's, so we definitely kept the fold.
Yeah. So then you can just take your glue and fold this flap here. Ooh. and baby wipe.
Ooh.
And it does make it less bulky on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Okay.
Um,
Kind of reminds me how when you make a folder, like a manila folder.
Yep.
And how those are made. Okay.
So look at how nice
I like that
is.
style.
And you could trim off that extra white edge if you don't want the white edge. You can trim off the white edge there. There's enough paper room. And then now this is ready to fill.
Okay.
So I will do some cute embellishing, but let's show people your cool triangle bag.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the tall
Oh, do you want me to do my tall one too?
Yeah, since we're kind of in the same folding group.
So my tall one, I don't have a nice template for from Panda. So I'm just going to free fold this one. Now, if you want it to be really precise, you could do some math, right?
Okay. Yeah, and when you do the math, you just want to make sure you have a little overlap on your sides. That's why we have the 2 3/4 and 3, because you need somewhere to glue it. No, just free fold.
Just free fold?
Yeah,
okay, because math is hard.
Let's see your free fold.
I don't know. Yeah. So I kind of just, what I do is I kind of take the paper and say, okay, that's about how much I want to fold it over.
Okay.
Like kind of figure it out. Like, okay, that looks good. So I'm just going to take and fold one side down. I generally have it in the center. It's not exact. And then I can take this and say, okay, that's enough overlap. And I'm using the edge of my bottom to line up to.
Oh, okay, so you get your straight lines.
Try to make it as straight as possible.
Nice.
So not too shabby.
No.
I mean, it's a little bit of a smaller overlap than that one. So if you're not sure about your gluing skills, definitely give yourself a little more overlap. But I feel confident in that. Now for this one, I'm going to do, I'll show you how if you're going to do that nice bottom flap, that you can do it before you.
Oh, yeah. Show us that way.
So what you're going to do, again, this is easier to do this way. The outer flaps are the ones that are getting cut off.
Okay, the short ones.
The short ones. So you can go ahead and just trim here. I'm going to go to that line. I'm not going to cut the flap off yet.
Okay.
Go to that line.
And you're going on your fold line.
On my fold line.
Okay. And you're stopping
to
when
my
you get to that.
Line. Yep.
That opposite direction fold line.
And then I'm just going to kind of angle in here. And you can angle from the other direction if you're scared of cutting your paper.
What do you mean angle from the other direction?
Like you can go from this way.
Oh, so in case you're not feeling comfortable, you don't want to cut up into your paper. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm confident enough to meet my line there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, I almost sliced my paper.
It
So now this is ready. Like, so that's way easier
okay.
if you know that's what you want to do. So let me go ahead and glue.
Now, do you ever put something inside your thing so you don't glue inside?
I can sometimes. Sometimes I have a little strip of paper. But I usually
did that for Stella's.
Yeah, I usually know if I'm putting glue on this outside flap that's coming over the top and I have a fair amount of clearance, then I'm generally going to be okay. Okay, and then have my dry baby wipe. Just kind of run. And so if you're worried about the glue, you can do this quickly and then just make sure to pop it so that you're not getting stuck in there.
Okay.
And then I just take my glue. And these are just so easy and fun to make, especially if you want something for a themed event, a custom gift, you know, whatever it is you want to do.
These bags are also fun. Like, let's say you're putting a larger gift together.
Yeah.
These are fun to put something in and then put inside as well.
Exactly.
It's like another layer of the unwrap.
In this size, this like tall skinny actually is really fun if you're doing like silverware for like a party. Like if you want to put a napkin and plastic silverware in there and like have these like ready, and you could take your decorative scissors and chop the top.
Oh, and do a fun edge, yeah.
And do a fun edge because you probably wouldn't have to seal those. You could just fun edge them. So that's
a
two
lot of
quick ways to make the bag.
Okay.
So I want to see how you make your really cool
so bag. This is a brand new, beautiful piece, but I'm going to cut some off so I can show you what happens if you have a scrap. I know. Okay. I know. It's very out of character. So let's say we did something and it's not even, right?
Oh my gosh.
This is why I want to show you, because this is a great way to do this. Let's say this is what you have extra, right? See how it's not straight? Oh, no. But you have something small and bulky. This is great for candy too.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to take it, and if it's a longer strip, we're going to make a big circle.
So
I'm gonna cut my edges off because I want it to be pretty.
But you can do this with any size piece.
You can do this any size paper. The shape and the size of your finished thing is just gonna change.
Okay.
Trying to get it on there. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut this end off yet. I just want my pretty edges.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is make a circle, make a cylinder.
And are you lining up on your bottom just because it's easy and straight?
Yeah, I can line up on the bottom, or it doesn't matter for this part.
Okay.
The main thing is that you're just having it, not too wonky like this. You want the edges to meet somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going to line on the bottom because it's easier for me.
Okay.
Now you can do liquid glue or hot glue. I'm a liquid glue fan.
Liquid glue gal. Here, move this closer first.
So I'm going to do my short edge because I know that edge is going to be okay.
That's smart, because if you have a short edge and a long edge, if you do the short edge, you're not going to just have glue flying everywhere.
And if you need to push it down, and crease, that's okay. We're just going to recrease it. You can also go this way if it's a big enough
Smart, yeah.
But liquid glue usually dries pretty fast. You're like, what are you going to do with this weird shape?
What do you do that?
Well, you could do a long skinny bag, but look at that fold over. It's really hard. So this is the magic part.
I'm ready.
So we're going to take our seam, and I don't like to do center because it's going to be a different shape.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go a little bit to the side, one way or the other.
Okay.
And I'm going to glue my bottom.
Okay. With the white edge?
Because I'm going to end up cutting part of it off.
Okay.
So I know I'm going to cut that off, so I'm going to go a little further in on my inside.
Could you cut it off first if you wanted
I could
to?
cut it off first, but I know I'm going to cut it off anyway, so freewheeling. And then I'm going to come down here and set it down so I can get my bottom edge and crease it. So this side I can crease just
You just creased like the little
just
half
where
inch.
my glue was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great for candy.
Okay. Yeah, especially this small one.
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, that edge is so weird. That's okay. We're just going to come and we're going to meet this top. Okay. So now that the bottom's creased, we're going to come in here and we're going to crease the top. Now, if it is a wider and shorter, you just got to work it a little bit.
Okay.
But it's going to work. Watch. It's going to be so magical.
But you already want to have filled it.
Yeah. Point. Oh, so you want to put your stuff in.
Okay.
So I don't have any examples right now, but some things in there.
Here you go. Here's my water bottle cap.
Oh, yeah. There's my candy in there. So I'm going to come up here and I'm kind of going to work it so I could get a little crease to start. That will help me glue. Yeah. A little pinch just so I can put some glue. So I know I'm going to put some glue in here, and it's okay to do extra because we're going to cut some off. So I'm going to do a big glue in the top. As long as you're not getting glue on your item.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you get low enough because your top edge. Now, if you're like, oh my gosh, that's so tall, you could totally cut some off.
Yeah.
So you know, like, okay, where you're gluing.
Glue, and if you wanted before you even glued, you could square up your lines.
Yeah. 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 And if your paper's already square, this step is much easier.
Okay.
So here you could see it's a little off. That's okay. We're just going to make sure I get far enough down. So I'm glued. And you're like, what do you do with that wonky edge? Well, here's the magic. You do straight across. Or if you have fun scissors, you can do a fun.
Scissors would be fun. That's so
And then I'm going to do this edge because I had the extra.
Okay.
Because I don't want the white. I'm cutting through glue, so that's why it's a little hesitation, but... And look at that.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So if you want
to look how fun that is.
Yeah, some fun different things. You could do different sizes of those.
Yeah, and just know, like, based on your size of paper, it just changes your size of your pinch. So, like, this pinch, would
that'd be like a longer,
it'd be a longer, skinnier one. See, it'd be like this shape.
Oh, that's really cute.
So it's really nice, especially for scraps.
Yeah.
Or if you have something new. And you can make these as big as you want. I
like that.
For a party, I did a 12 by 12 like scrapbook paper.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
People were impressed.
People were impressed. They asked. They made me show them
how I made it. Make it.
Yeah. But here's the best part. This is why I love these ones so much. Because when your recipient gets it, they just get to tear it open.
That's really cool.
How fun is that?
Oh, thanks for my candy.
There's your candy.
My bottle cap. That's really cool.
So yeah, it's just a kind of a fun, different shape.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
And you could totally fit something more bulky for some of the more flat items.
And like if you wanted to put a tag on there, you could totally just hole punch through one of the edges and tie a little tag.
You can hole punch, or what I've done, I did this for an Advent one year.
Yeah.
For my dad, and I would put when I glued this, I would stick a string in there.
Oh, that's
because it had like the label for the day.
That's adorable.
Or some had little sayings.
Now, I think that's really cool. I don't think too many people have made, I guess I would call that like a puff bag, right?
Yeah, a little puff bag. Yeah.
The puff bag.
Yeah.
I like it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done bags. So we made like a tall bag, a skinny bag, or a tall bag, a short bag, and a puff bag. Now we're going to embellish these using our different parts of our printables.
Oh yeah.
Although you need a you're doing tags too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna
while Panda's making her puff, I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna decorate this cute rainbow bag. Now we have like we talked about on Stella's, is that you can have these decorated and ready to go so that you can just fill them and glue it shut when you're ready to gift it, or you can already just have them filled. It's really up to you. But one way I like to do it, like if I want to prep this, like I'm going to give this as a gift, but I don't have everything ready to go yet. What I like to do is just do one fold over on the top. And then I'm going to take our bands, which I love our bands here. And we have all these cute different bands. Aren't they adorable? And I'm going to take this green white striped band. Can I use that, Pam?
Oh, yes. Here.
Thank you. My paper cutter. And I'm just going to cut out my striped band here. Put my scraps to the side. So I've cut out my band. Set this right here if we need it. Okay. All right. So I have my bag, and then I'm going to take my little band and figure out, okay, that's about the width I want. I'm going to do like an inch out on each side. This has a little white extra on the edge. So I'm going to do, and I can use my grid if I want to be precise. I'm going to do about an inch extra on each side and just chop that off. If I can get my scissors under there.
Oh no, I let go of my cylinder.
And this is going to end up going across the front of here, but I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to take it about a 1/2 inch in, and I'm going to fold it over to about 1/4 inch. So it's almost making like a little ripple. Look at that, like a little ripple banner.
Okay.
And I'm going to try as best as I can and replicate that same thing on the other side, about the same size. It doesn't have to be exact. So look, now I have like this cute little ripple banner.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Isn't that fun? It just gives a little depth to it. And so cute. That's there. And then I'm going to take my tag sheet. Yay, my
Can I
cute
use your ruler for a second?
Yes, you can. It's right here. I'm going to take my cute tag sheet, and I think I'm going to do maybe this like lucky vibes.
Ooh, lucky vibes.
And this one is a cutout one. It's not a punch. So I just rough cut it out. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to fussy on the outside. Fussy cut just means basically cutting out, right? Like,
yeah, cutting out a shape.
Cutting out a shape. And so when I fussy, I rotate my paper and keep my scissors pretty still because it's easier than me trying to rotate my arm around. And I just let my scissors kind of gently close. And I always make sure not to do this like chomp because it kind of does a weird thing on the end of the paper.
Yeah.
So I just stay kind of in the middle of my scissors here. Rotate. And if like there, like I miss a little white, it's okay. Just come back and then rotate. Okay, cool. Make sure you get that edge. Or if you have a corner rounder, you could probably corner round that if you're being specific about it. And I'm going to put this cute little lucky vibes here. And this is just like all about layering, giving some different kind of cute textures here to, you know, put something super cute together. So what I'm going to do though, is I have this foam tape, which I don't know if I put foam tape on the list. But I have this foam tape and it just elevates things a little bit. So I'm going to cut a piece of foam tape that's going to fit inside this banner to make it stand out a little bit. Traditionally, I like to use a certain pair of scissors for foam tape.
Yes.
Because they get sticky.
And it's great if you have Teflon coated ones, which are usually the black ones like you're using, or we have these snips.
Yeah.
My snips are usually my foam ones.
Yeah.
Because it will come off easier on the coating.
Yeah. So I just put a piece of that foam tape down there and I'm going to just peel it up. Now, one trick about using foam tape or foam dots, the second paper touches it, your item's going to stick to it.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's in the right spot or
forgiveness.
not, right? And I totally put that on the wrong flap. Let me see. Can I peel it up? Nope.
Nope.
We're just going to roll with it. What I'd rather have done is folded my bag one more time, but it's okay because I had an extra fold there. But what I'm going to do before I stick my thing down is I'm going to use a little bit of liquid adhesive on the top of this foam tape, because what it does is it gives me a second or two more of wiggle room before my paper decides it's going to stick for the rest of its life. Right? So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to line it up over the center because I want it kind of hanging down a little bit. Let me see. All right. See? And luckily I put my glue on there because I'm able to manipulate it just a little bit. And so now I have, if you can see here, I have the foam tape in my little ribbon guy. And I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid glue here just to seal that little side banner down. But I'm not putting glue to close the bag. I'm just putting glue on the little banner. Just on the little flap. If you're nervous about closing your bag, leave it open.
Oh, okay.
Look how cute. Okay, and then I have my tag here. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut a little piece of foam tape. I just like a little elevation sometimes.
It definitely adds to it.
Stick it there in the middle. Now, this one is not as important for me lining it up. So I'm not going to put liquid glue because I'm just going to go with the flow there. And it's there. So look at that, P.
Oh my gosh,
so this
I love
bag,
that.
this bag is built and it's ready to be filled. You can open it up. You can load it up. And then when you're ready, all I would do is put some glue right here on this piece of paper hanging down. And then you could glue that shut.
I love it.
Right?
I love how you did this little extra.
My little banner pop out.
It just adds so much little extra dimension.
Right? So that's one way to decorate that bag. How are you doing, P?
Oh, good. I made my thing. I don't know if you noticed my struggle because it was longer. So then I used the ruler to help hold it down.
Oh, smart.
So I did one end and then, you know, stuff. And I wanted to show you about that string thing. So these are two of our tags.
Yep.
I cut it out. And I'm going to do them back to back. So
smart.
You could just keep the white one, but I want to put a string through here.
I like it.
And plus it gives you a spot to write.
Oh, and you use the 2-inch punch on those?
Yes, which I'll show more in detail.
I think our punch needs a little sharpening.
Yeah.
Which, do that. By the way, if you have punches that need sharpening, you just use foil.
Yep. So I'm just going to do a little loop here.
Cute.
And I'm going to glue my circles. So I'm going to take hot glue for this one because I'm using some ribbon. To me, because it's this one, it doesn't matter which direction it's going. So I'm just going to do some glue in the center first for my ribbon. And I'm going to leave a little loop out.
Smart.
And I need a little loop at the end.
Oh, okay. Because you have to tuck it in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not have Teflon fingers like
don't burn
my
yourself.
sister. So now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do glue around my edge. And I'm going to do some glue on here. I'll let you do that. And then I'm going to put my other tag on the back and line it up. It's okay if it's a little bit off because there's some bulk in there.
Nice. That's cute.
So then now I have a cute little pull tab. And so now when I would fill this, I would put my items in here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to glue it and I'm going to put my string in here.
That's
so you can do a long or a short one. I just want to show another tag.
I think you should seal it.
Okay, I'll seal it. So I'm doing my opposite way. Now, if you did it this way, you could totally do that, right? It would just be like a long version of your bag. The way we do the fun one is it just adds some more playfulness and it lets you do bulkier items. Yeah. So I already kind of pre-pinched, so I knew my angle was okay.
Yep.
Helps me with the glue. And sorry, my reach. Liquid glue. So I'm going to do a generous amount just on my top edges and all the way on both sides. And then I'm going to put my tag a little bit over here on this side. So I'm going to do a little extra because I know that string's there. Here we go. Just set my string where I want it. And I already did my fold. So
that's nice. That's so cute. I love the string out idea. That's adorable.
So that's one way you can do that string in there.
Okay. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. That's so cute. Okay, let me show one more. So is that one of your tags?
No, that's not even my tag.
That's not even one of our tags. Panda has 2 tags. So while you're getting your stuff prepped for your tags, I'm just gonna do this bag real quick.
Well, I'll walk them through my stuff. So
okay,
go ahead.
I need the hole punch. Okay, so this bag here, I'm gonna do it as if it's already filled. I already have all my stuff inside, so I'm gonna do a double fold here on the top, and this is just a quick and easy one. I'm going to do a double fold, and then I still want to use a cute piece of our paper here, so I'm not even going to pull out the paper trimmer for this one because I'm just going to take this here, cut it out because we're going to do some fun stuff with it. And even though this is a white background, because some of the clovers are on the edge, it's easy to follow. There we go. Okay, and for this one, I'm also going to use one of our tags. Which one are you using?
Well, I was going to use that, but I can switch mine up.
Oh, no, I can use a dark one.
No, it's okay.
Okay. You can use this one too.
Okay. I was going to use Shenanigans.
Shenanigans? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll use Happy Go Lucky. Can I have the 2-inch punch?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And I'm going to do it in this dark green.
When you're doing the 2-inch punch, you want to make sure that your paper can reach. So Amy's cutting hers out because if you just went and did this right now,
yeah, it might not reach.
It won't reach in. So that's why you can trim your edge
and hopefully I trimmed enough.
So like when these, I just trimmed them, just a rough cut to get it closer.
And and I like to leave me
a little extra for my fingers.
Yeah, you're smart, P. I didn't do that.
Do you want my Happy Go Lucky?
No, it's okay. I'll just trim this edge real quick. And we do the punch this way so we could see where we're lining up. So we just kind of center as best as possible. And I do kind of a light squeeze to make sure it's where I want it before I push it all the way through.
Yep, kind of holds it because if you don't, then it can shift.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole in this guy. Yeah, we definitely got to sharpen that punch. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one band. I'm going to go down. Actually, I need the darker one. Sorry. If you want to use that, you can. But I need the darker one.
I'm going to laugh so hard right now if you're going to do what my thought was.
Is it the same?
We'll see.
We didn't even discuss.
We did not. We just said I'm going to use this paper and this paper.
Yeah. Actually,
we'll see. Oh, yeah, you're not on camera.
I didn't even know if I'm on camera. Okay, I'm just fussy cutting this real quick.
While you're fussing that, I'm just going to start mine. Okay. I'm going to fussy cut this out, but instead of doing, I'm going to take off this black border. So I could do the rounded edges, but for this one, I'm just going to do straight. And I clipped my ends so they're pointy. Oh my gosh, I'm going to crack up if this is exactly what you were going to do, because we really did not discuss it. Okay, so my bag is filled. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this over and I'm going to hole punch right there where I want it. And it's a lot of layers, so you might have to punch twice. Oh, that was a hand workout. That was rough.
So then I have my layers here, and all I'm going to do, I don't even have to glue the bag. All I'm going to do is with my other hand, do a loopy-loop.
Loopy-loop.
A loopy-loop through there, back up to here.
So you put the loop through and then put your strings through the loop. Okay.
Just through there. And if you want, that could stay there.
Yeah.
I could also just put a little spot of glue there.
Mm-hmm.
I can
even
also
do it a bow.
Yeah, I don't know if it would stay. You might have to do it.
You can play around with it.
You can play around with how you want that to go through, but basically that's the concept. Mm-hmm. We're just layering, and you could, if you didn't want it to go like that, you could pull a single string, tie a bow.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, how cute and how simple is that? Is that exactly what you're going to do?
Similar, but a little different.
All right, you're up.
So this one, I just cut my straight edges off the black, and you'll see I have little black corners. I can do two things. I can cut further in, or I'm going to be a little like, ooh, let's get a little decorative. And I'm going to just do an angled cut and try and do my best to get all of my angles the same. And if not, that's okay.
That's okay. That's cute.
But I also could have just cut further in to make it square. But that adds a little bit more. So you can always alter these two to make it work. So I know this is my size.
Yep.
So I'm going to flip my pretty paper on the other side because I'm going to do a little freehand tracing.
Oh.
So I want my tag. I'm going to layer this. So I want this to be on the background. Okay. So I need this tag a little bit bigger.
Okay.
So what I'm going do to help myself is just put this on the back.
Okay.
And
do you want a pen?
Oh, I see a pencil right here. So I want about, like this much around. So I'm just going to do a line so I know where I want to cut it. And that's actually kind of wide, so a little less.
Well, here's the thing to remember. You can always chop more off, but
you're
you
right,
can't
you're right.
add paper.
I'll start bigger.
So chop bigger.
Yeah, so chop bigger. So this is just a rough line to help me.
Okay. And since you're using a pencil, you can erase it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can erase this back when I'm done. And you can do, your straight cutter, your guillotine, whatever you want to get better or get straight lines.
And you have your white edge.
Yeah, I'm going to cut that off too. So I'm coming back, cut off my white edge.
Nice. Go in a little bit.
Oh, hello. There's a kitty cat.
We have a Taylor girl visitor. Hi, TJ.
So now that it's this big, it got really big. You're like, oh my gosh, so much. But you'll see why.
Okay, I'm excited.
So I know I can trim off a little on the edges.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make it go so it's like a longer tag.
Okay.
With the corners.
I like it.
To layer it. So we're definitely gonna cut. Ooh, ready? And a little bit off the top.
Okay.
And then I could have cut the other side, but we'll erase that after. And then I'm gonna make like that cool tag shape.
Angle.
Yep. So I'm gonna do angle this way and angle this way. And again, you can measure this.
You did pretty dang good.
I did pretty good. This is a little bit more.
Yeah, pretty dang good.
So when you're like, oh my gosh, that's so oversized, it's okay. You can also come back and trim it more.
I like it though. Oh, we also have a Stella girl.
I'm going to trim it down a little bit because that did get a little bit big. So again, trim your sides off or your bottom, your top. Yeah. I gave myself a little too much extra. And then
I think you got to trim that side again. Or angle.
No, just match my angles. And again, if you measured this out, it's either way. Or there we have like this cool punch board that helps us. Yeah. So then here, I'm going to pop this on here. And then do my little,
do you want
can I have the hole punch?
Oh, yep, right here. Regular hole punch.
So this is like only a 2-layer. You can even get crazier, right? Yeah. You can do a whole nother layer behind here. You could do stuff behind here. I'll take a little piece of foam if you don't mind.
How big? That?
Yeah. And then here, this way, I know exactly. I'm putting it right in the middle.
You're putting it right where you want it.
Yeah, but this side, I'm going to put a little liquid glue so I have a little wiggle room. Yeah, thanks for being on my scrap patrol.
You're welcome. And this big scrap, I would save.
Oh, heck yeah.
But these little guys, I probably wouldn't.
So right here, I'm going to do a little, because if I knew I was going to do this, I could do sideways or sideways.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to do it this way.
I like it. So cute.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. The twine.
Pink twine.
Right? Fun. Just taking
There's so many cute colors of twine. I like it.
And same thing. You can just do the same method. Yeah. We're going to take the loop, pull it through, and here we go.
And if your paper's thin at the top for that tag, you could always do where you glue a circle and then hole punch it out to like reinforce it, or buy hole reinforcers.
Or if I erase this part up, I'll erase this line, but then where's that scrap? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
So you could also do this. Because I have this little scrap.
That's a good idea. Yep.
It's a good hole reinforcer with also being adorable. So I just did a little bit extra.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my cute little silicone, and I'm going to just do right over the top.
That's so smart.
Line my top edge up.
Yep.
And then I can come back and trim this out again.
Smart.
You can wait till your glue's dry, but I'm going to go faster.
Yeah. And then that's smart reinforcement, and it looks cute on the back.
Yeah. And this is another way you can reinforce. Wipe off my extra glue so I don't get it stuck in the punch.
That's smart. Because I would have just punched it and then it would have been glued to the hole punch.
I have glued it to the hole punch before. And then you can just line up your hole and there you go. You have a little reinforcement. And then I would erase that.
That is so cute. That's a really cute tag.
And look how fun that is, how fast it is.
So simple. And I guess if you knew like that's the width you wanted, you could use your paper cutter to cut strips, right?
Totally.
And then
totally.
Oh my gosh.
And let's say you're like, oh, I cannot do that fun top shape. That's okay. There's so many shapes you can do.
Yeah. Oh, you got your scissors stuck.
You could do, if it's that top shape,
Yeah.
you could leave it this square.
Yeah, totally.
You could even do around edges if you feel confident in your edges.
Yep.
I mean, look how cute. There's so many options for tags.
That's adorable.
But
I like
even
the round
straight,
edge.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like the round edge of the little hat to me.
Yeah. So
I love
tags
it.
are fun. You can make so much fun. So that's that first tag.
Hi.
Hi,
Stella came to visit, but
Get my
she's sad
scraps
because
up.
she can't get in.
Nope, we're in all the chairs. So let's go into that second tag quickly.
Yeah. I just think there's so many possibilities with the pattern paper that you can really do anything.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you can play around so much. Or if you're like, I'm not that creative, just take your one thing and just switch out your paper colors.
Exactly. Do your same thing over and over. Just switch out the pattern, switch out the tag, or the embellishment.
Especially if they're not going the same people, they're not going to know. No one's going to know.
Or just make them all the same.
Yeah, they don't know. So I'm going to do the shenanigans.
Yeah, so cute.
Oh, I cut, so that's okay because I'm cutting a lot of
There's
that off.
extra. So if you're using a 2-inch punch with this new tag sheet, there's a lot of extra grain on there.
So I'm going to come in, same thing with my tag. Get it centered up as much as I can.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Like, show them how much extra's left once you punch out.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely will sharpen that puppy.
So look, I have a lot of good gaps. So if I did offset, that's okay.
Or if you chopped off the bottom like that, you're still fine.
Totally. And then I really liked this one you're talking about. And these are a touch different, but that's okay. It'll still go. And there are 2 different printers. So
yeah.
Can I have one of your plain merch bags?
Yes. I don't have any over here. I'll get you one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had some in there. So this is the whole band. So I'm going to take this band and turn it into kind of like a faux rosette. So that's why I was laughing so hard when you said that. So I know right here that this is kind of the length I want for this little end piece. So I'm going to fold it right here.
Oh, yeah. It almost looked like we were doing the same thing.
And then I know that's my line. So I can cut this part. This is going to be my extra scrap. Use it for something else. And I'm going to cut this in half.
So cute.
So this is like, oh my gosh, it's so cute there. It's so small. So you could cut this and do a skinnier one, but this is where the magic happens. Ready?
Yep.
We're going to do another circle.
Oh, so fun. And we do have a larger shenanigan circle.
Oh, we do have a larger one.
It's just not green.
I could free cut. Well, no, but you could do another color.
Yeah.
Or another thing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do another little magic action here.
Do you need a circle to trace?
Oh, you could do that. Yeah. See if this was a nice shot. Oh, yeah. Shies. Wow, my legs are getting so crazy today.
Here's your pencil.
So I have this little thing. That's okay. It's still going to work. We're just going to trace.
This is where, like, you look around, you're like, oh,
yeah,
what do I have the bottle lid to my Windex or whatever, you know.
So when I'm fussing, I'm going to actually cut a little around it to help me. And then I know it's hard to see the line, but I'm just going to cut off that line.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's even better if you have crazy scissors because
you get a fun edge.
You get a fun edge and, you know, it just gives like a little ripple
action.
Yeah. You hear Stella Bell in the background.
Yeah.
I still need to work on my Stella's Here graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I lost my shenanigans. So here we go. And I'm going
to
foam it up.
You want 2 pieces of foam? Or one?
I'll take 2
little ones. Okay, 1. I like being the foam tape assistant here.
Oh, I love having a foam tape assistant. Can I hire you on the regular?
And if you have a problem getting the paper backer off the foam tape, you can use like a sewing pin or a pokey tool.
Do you have tweezers here? Oh, I see pokey tool. You can also do tweezers help too, but I have a nail right now.
Yeah.
So I can pull it off with my nail. But yeah, I usually use tweezers when I'm doing, when I'm in my studio. I'm using tweezers.
Panda's in my studio right now. It's a little different.
But I like to visit yours. It's so fun.
And do you care about how it goes because of the dots? Or?
Nope. No, I was just going to do it however.
Okay.
But you could totally do your dots a certain way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just try and get it best centered as I can. If it was like super crazy, you could always go and trim.
Oh yeah, that looks good. But because you did the liquid glue,
I could have moved it around.
Moved it a little bit if you needed to.
And that was just a little.
Oh, that's
pointy.
probably where the notch was.
So then here we're gonna come back in and we're gonna add these.
I love it. Oh my gosh, how fun! Like if you were doing like a St. Patrick's Day party at work and you just made these for everybody.
You can keep these straight or you can do the cut-ins.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep them straight right now.
Stella and Taylor are battling at the door opening.
They both want to come in.
Well, Taylor's on the other side.
Oh, Taylor's in. Stella's not.
Yeah.
So just pick an angle. I'm going to pop that one down. And then I'm going to come in and do my second one.
And if you had like a safety pin, there's like an easy way where you can just take a little piece of ribbon and glue the safety pin to the back of there.
Oh, yep.
That leaves the popper part out. And then you could pin it on your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Which my tags are a little long.
They're a little long.
I'm going to come and cut them.
Oh, much better. There you go.
Okay. And then I originally visioned, I would actually probably put this out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which you're like, oh no, it's already glued. But watch this magic. Do a little glue and a little fold.
There you go. Oh, that's better. And then there we go. Trim your other tail.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, carefully, you start to trim too much.
So then here we go. And then like how you had before, the fold over.
Oh yeah. On our merch bags.
Look at how cute that would be.
Oh, that's adorable.
It would be even cuter like on the craft or the dots, but on the white you see.
I love like the mixed of patterns. I think it's super cute.
Little mixed media pattern.
Little mixed media pattern. I love that pan. That is super cute. And this also could be a tag.
Oh, this could be a tag on its own for sure.
Like you could hole punch that and hang that off a gift, or a bottle, or a bottle of like Bailey's if you're gifting, like
totally on the top of the bottle. And if you didn't like this back, you know what you do? You just cut another circle.
Yeah, you're right. You cut another circle glue.
And you can even put your little note on the back.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that's why when you start doing that, I was like, are you making a ribbon like that?
Are you doing the same thing?
Are you doing the same thing?
Well, wow, that was fun. And that was pretty fast. And we made a lot of things.
Yeah, and there's still more
possibilities. Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
I just got to push them over so I don't make more things.
I do want to show, because we were just featuring pretty much printables today, sticking with that. But I want to show you that we did last week in the Create Along, we showed how we took the printables and made belly bands on the boxes with the strip stickers. Hi, Stella Bella. And then also, here's a cute way to do it. You can take your belly band, wrap it around our 2x2x6 boxes.
Adorable.
I used a little tool with a clear rubber band and then cut out that and glue it.
That looks so cute,
right?
As well.
So simple. And like this one is super easy because it's not glued shut on the top.
Yeah,
so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you could fill that later.
So let's recap what we made here. We did our cute bags.
Yep.
You did your tags.
My bag of Toro.
I know, right? I love that tag so much.
Right? Isn't that fun?
I love it. And then the reminder of the addition of the new second tag, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we have our.
I chopped mine apart, but
I took one out of the original one. Do you have the?
Here's the new one.
Oh, here. I think we could put our new one in our
here's my original. Here's my original.
Oh yeah, here. Put originals together. Look, okay. Here we go.
So that's the original tag
here's
sheet.
The original.
And then here's the updated tag sheet.
Oh yeah! Look at that.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
We have lots of options, and again, we could spend all day with you just making these cute bags, and it'd be I know it'd be so fun. But try it out. Let us know what you're making, how you're using all the printables. Oh yeah, we didn't even do our favorite combination.
I know I'm done. Look here, I'll just show you right here. Look how cute that is on
That's
something.
So cute. I love it. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We hope you had fun. And we, there's so much more to come.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And this was just one of the create alongs. If you haven't watched any of the other ones, go back to the YouTube channel and go to the live videos, and you can watch the other create alongs and see what we did. And then of course,
and we have we've been, we're always trying to update, we're always trying to better the website. So we have our new rewards program out. With that, you can also write reviews. So if you want to do, you get the bundles, you make something adorable, take a picture, take a video, and you can actually put the review and put your picture of your item you made on there, and you get reward points for it. But not even that, you can actually show the other people like, hey, you made this cute little thing. So we can see what you're doing, and
if you do a video versus a picture versus just a regular review, right?
Yeah,
you
it's
get
like
different
more
points. You get more points if you do a little video.
Yeah, or always just you can send it to us too to see what you're doing.
Yeah, we love it. Well, thanks again, and of course, we will see you on Monday at 5:00 for first look. So join us there, and we always will have lots of fun things to show you. So thanks for being here. Bye.